Dorcas Ibigbe Okobi. I am proudly Rivers State from Okrika. I'm married to Barrister Okobi, and I have 2 lovely children, a boy and a girl, Melvin and Dumebi. My mom was a businesswoman. She did study secretariat admin. My father is a chartered accountant. So the women in my family cook. They can cook for heaven. They can cook, like it's a big deal. You understand? My auntie owned a restaurant on the mainland before she relocated back to Port Harcourt. My mom was more like the kind of person that cooks when there's party. She enjoys it, cooking for people, not necessarily for herself. So cooking for me and all of that. Baking, no one in my family. So probably the cooking part of this thing was already in me. Then I discovered baking and fell in love with it, which is still under the same industry. So baking, I'm the one to start it in my family. An African woman, let's start with that. Who is an African woman? Dictionary will say an African woman is someone from Africa, the African continent with kinky hair. My own definition of an African woman is beauty, strength, intelligence, resilience. An African woman is a woman who has been able to move from being in the village to modern city life, being a homemaker to a boss in the office, being a wife, a mother, a daughter, a sister. So for me, all these things I've mentioned is what makes me an African woman. Now, I stand corrected. In the Western world, general knowledge, we know that everybody minds their business. You leave your parents' house and you understand you're on your own. Sometimes you get married without your parents even knowing. Not in Africa. We're a community, we're units. So basically, I'm married to my husband, yes, but I'm also part of his family and he's part of my family. Whatever is going on in my family or his family. In fact, my husband says there is no my family, there is no your family, our family. So in that, you have your uncles, your aunties, your sisters, your nephew, your da-da-da. And as a mother, we're strong, we're resilient, yes, but it takes a whole village to bring up a child. So while you're giving your best as a mother, as a wife, you have the support of your family. You understand? I'm not going to say, wow, I do it all. I wake up in the morning, I bait them, take them to school, come to work with this Lagos traffic, close from work. Sometimes I do that, yes, but sometimes I do need a helping hand. Nobody cooks in my house. I cook my food myself. So sometimes I might come back late, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. I don't go upstairs straight. You understand? The things are already prepped. Enter the kitchen straight. Because what's on my mind is, oh, what is left in the house? I need to make food for the family so that even when I'm not there, there's something to eat. Now, the process of making food for my family is also staying connected to that. My children are not going to eat nanny's food. when they grow up, they don't know what their mother's food tastes like. That's just my mentality. It's different for everybody. But I like them to have a feel, oh, mommy did this. That love, there's love in cooking, sharing and all of those things. So as a mother, as a wife, I try to find the balance. But when it becomes overwhelming, I don't hesitate to ask for help. Because yes, we're strong, we're resilient, we're driven and all of that. Our mental health is also important. Our physical health is also important. So I try to take time out for myself, to take care of myself. So that's how I've been able to balance everything. Where I need help, I ask for help. Where I need to close my eyes, my husband will say, children, don't disturb her. You understand? Close the door, leave that room. Let your mother sleep. Because I need my mental state to be on top function. You understand? Need physically, health-wise and all of that, you need to be, because when you feel good, you're healthy, then you can bring your A game, whether in your office, with your family and all of that. So that's the way I've been able to balance things. I do what I can do, and where I need help, I ask for help. Okay, so today I'm going to be making my signature muffin that I started my business with. And it's strawberry muffins. It is soft, fluffy, perfect for breakfast, snack, or just a simple dinner. Let's go. I'm excited. Okay, before I got married, let me start from school. So while I was studying law, because I'd already started my business from my bedroom, then I used to call it Belle Muffins. And people thought I meant belle, the French word for beautiful. My language, Belle, sweet. So, sweet muffins. Part of the challenges I faced were realizing that, oh, this is not just about skill. I need to be trained business-wise. So I enrolled for some classes, diploma courses, and studied business management, strategic management, customer service, all I think about 6 or so while I was doing my dissertation in law. So then it used to be like, are you confused? I don't know, because it's like, I took it like, oh, maybe because I'm a woman, you feel I can't do all this. I don't know if you get where I'm coming from. Then the saying, we knew now most of the girls in class, at the end of the day, they won't even use the law. They just get the certificate and go and sell clothes. So that touched me, you understand? That touched me, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to prove that I can do it all. You understand? Although later on, the passion overcame me. But that was part of the challenges I started facing. Like, can you actually do it? Or you want to do this, you want to do that, make up your mind. Then in the aspect of family, I was really supported by my dad. But he was more like, no, finish the law first, go to law school. And after that, we'll see this one through. You understand? But at least he supported me. So I wouldn't say that was a challenge. Well, he just needed me to finish the law. You understand? Have something in the back to fall back. But although me, I never really had a plan B. It was plan A, this is it. Then meeting my husband while we were dating, it was like, are you crazy? You leave a professional course to do baking. So the question that he asked that I'll never forget was, can you build a house with cake? And then I was like, of course I can, of course I can. I've not really gone into the business. Of course I can. But I took it as a challenge. And all those things I went through as a girl, as an African lady. Oh, can you do this? Can you do that? You know, as an entrepreneur, you have multiple skills. So my phone alone, I have like editing this thing. I had to learn how to do this photography thing, social media. So all those little hurdles you need to cross just to be the very best that you can. And also having to do with staffing. You understand? Some people, I know I've had some experiences where you employ some men and maybe they do something wrong and you raise your voice. That's manly ego. Why should go shout for me? All these people say when they get money, say they don't feel big. Something you won't really get from your fellow woman that is working with you. So those are part of the challenges, like having to get my male staff to actually look beyond me being a female and just doing the work the way it's supposed to be. You understand? So yeah, I can't think of all right now, but those are just a few. I know we've not gotten to the other parts, but I'll leave you to get there. Infusion cakes started in 2014 officially. I got a place, I registered in 2014, started full operation 2015, so roughly about 5-6 years. Yeah. Thinking about it, that we've really been through a lot. Starting the business, one of the things I got to know was, one, your business plan has to be on point. I tried to, how would I put it, rush through it. And I gave my father to look through and he was like, go back. Do proper business plan. Check, is this what people want? What do people want? How can I stand out? And all of that. So I had to do that. Business plan done, getting a place, rent, and all of that. So you know that excitement of starting something new, like buying a new shoe or a new dress that you just want to wear and go for party, let them check you out. That was the same feeling I had, you understand? And oh, I want to get a place, I want to get a place. I had to get a loan from family, you understand, not from bank. Because I didn't want to start up being indebted to a financial institute and not having good rest at night. So family really helped, in fact 100%. So that excitement of getting a new place, you understand? Oh, get a place in Lekki, boom, buy equipment. In fact, I was like, I'm going to ship in most of my equipment. And they looked at me like, I was like, okay. The money I asked for, I didn't get it fully. I think I got half of it. I said, okay, so I can't ship in, what can I do? Then I discovered Alaba markets. And I went with a driver early in the morning. I wanted to go a day and they were like, hey, you can't go by this time, oh. 6 o'clock, we don't hit road. You understand? Excuse my vernacular. But we went. That was the very first time I had actually been inside Lagos. Primary school here, you understand? Grew up in Lagos. But there are certain areas in Lagos that a lot of us don't know. So, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the whole process.
Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, professional dry cleaners. Best in dry cleaning and laundry services that meets the needs of our consumers. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Yeah, for clean wash and quick delivery. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. For clean wash and quick delivery.
Swift Dry Cleaners. Clean wash, quick delivery.
You go enter market, just make you go buy fresh palm fruits. When you reach house, you go wash, you go pound. Your body go dey pain you, even your fingernails go dey pain you. But make una no worry, make una relax. I get good news for una. Una don hear of Banga fresh palm fruit extract. All you need to do now make you go for the up, open am. Take the amount wey you want, put am for your pot. Which soup you wan make? Shey na egusi, shey na ogbono, shey na vegetable, shey na banga. My sister no waste time again. My brother no waste time again. Just go buy Banga fresh palm fruit extract. They go know say you sabi cook and you be better cook.
Banga, come make your food yummy yum.
Distributors needed nationwide. Phone number 081 63 974447. 08035644436 07066638213. Banga fresh palm fruit extract.
On today's episode, AfriWoman meets Amina Priscille Longo. In July 2020, at age 29, she was appointed as Chad's Minister of Women and Child Protection by the Chadian President Idris Deby. She is a well-known social entrepreneur, philanthropist, and founder of foundation Chad Helping Hands, an NPC that aims at ensuring that all children have equal opportunities, promoting girl-child education, empowering and equipping widowed women who experience daily barriers to their development. Successfully running her organization pruned her to the public as the impact has been visible. It gave her the chance to be called and heard by the country's respectable officials. Her academic qualifications include a Bachelor of Business Administration in Business Administration and Management from Wintec Professional Institute, Ghana, and Masters of Business Administration in Business and Corporate Communication from SUP Management School of Business.
Starting up the business now was getting clients, people to work in, getting good staff. To cut the long story short, that period, let's just quote unquote, was trial. Reality hit me so hard, so hard. Like, money gone, rent I was paying then, and 2015 was 4.5 million. What have I started that I'm paying that kind of rent? You understand? So it hit me so bad that I had to step back. Like I said, what my husband said kept, and I said, how can I prove myself? How can I prove myself? How can I prove myself? Then someone gave me an advice. Don't be ashamed to reinvent yourself. Come back up. It's all a learning process. Nobody knows you yet. So it's not that bad. Even bigger companies have failed or rebranded and all of that, and I took that advice. During that process, I was also getting married, so my husband was seeing this part of me, the gingered part, like, oh, she's really into this, so he started supporting me. You understand? He didn't get it, which was okay, but the fact that I had his support was everything to me and was like an additional encouragement towards achieving what I needed to achieve. Down the line, got a big place, you understand, have people coming for poetry while we were selling cakes, breads, pastries. Oh, talking about pastries, you know, now after coming from Yankee French Culinary Institute, I was feeling bourgeois or whatever they call it. I wanted to do like French pastries, and it didn't sell. It did not sell. People were walking, I said, "Ah, madam, don't you have meat pie? Ah, don't you have egg roll?" You understand? And I got so frustrated, like, how will I really do this? You understand? It got to that point of panic where I started doing everything just to make ends meet. You know, okay, they want meat pie, let's start doing meat pie. They want scotch egg, let's do scotch egg. In fact, down to egg roll, we started doing egg roll. You understand? So the things I learned in school had to. And you know, they say when you are in Rome, behave like a Roman. I have to behave, remember my roots, my African roots. I started doing what my people knew and were familiar to. At first I said, of course, the background. But sometimes, let me put it in percentage. Stand to be corrected, but I feel personally that 70 to 80% of your success comes from your background. The rest might just be personal drive or influence from mentors or any of those things. But background. If I didn't have parents that were hardworking, if I didn't see that growing up, hard work will be foreign to me. I'm a game person. I love to play games. My favorite game in the world is Sims. I've been playing that like forever. And it relaxes me. In all sincerity, everyone has one challenge or the other. The lady you see next to you that now has all the cars and the house, she's gone through her own challenge. What's different is that she didn't sleep on it. Challenges are there to make us stronger, not to make us give up. Challenges are there. I would advise young girls to always look at every challenge as writing an exam in school. Do you want to get promoted to the next class? You write an exam. Do you want to repeat? Relax. Exactly like that. Life is an exam. So every hurdle you face, don't think, oh, finally that is over. It's supposed to build your resilience. It's supposed to get you charged up for the next step. And when you reach that step, you will find a greater hurdle than the previous, and you should be able to conquer it. Easier said than done, but we've all gone through it. It won't kill you. As long as you're focused, determined, passion, very important. If you're not passionate about something, it's easy for you to drop it. The passion gives you that drive. Is it money you're passionate? I had a friend that said, my passion is money. Is it money you're passionate about? I'm gonna do illegal thing. But let your passion drive you. Not that you meet something along the way, it's like, oh, financially, because that's one of the general challenges young ladies feel. Financially, I cannot do what I want to do. If your dream is A and you don't have the finances to support it, why don't you look at B and C to see how you can get a lesser financial aid? Maybe work. Oh, if there's no work, there are other things you can do. I keep telling people, there are people that come around my shop to pick water leaf. Might not be that bad, or it is, but at some point you have to tell yourself that how much do I want to to succeed in life. You can't pick and choose what you will do towards success. Legitly. If at that point you don't have a financial backing, if it's to sell water, sell. Oh. And I'm so encouraged recent days. I keep seeing videos of girls that go and carry cement, young girls, school girls. They call it their urgent 2,000 naira. And their friends laugh at them and all. They have the 2,000, whether it's 2,000 or 7,000 or 5,000, they are paid at the end of the day. That friend that is laughing at you, how much does the person have? It's just to face your own, all man for himself. Because nobody really knows the struggle others are going through. So don't compare yourself or your success or where you are to that of your friend or your sister or someone you saw on the internet. My name is Dorcas Ibigbeye Okobi. I'm the owner and creative director of Infusion Cakes. I support the girl child to do more. I am an African woman.
iBrandTV. Business first.